Hello, my name is Bumpin', and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to properly bait your teammates in Valorant. Now I know all of our teammates suck, and sometimes they've got to die for the good of the team, okay? Sometimes you just need them to die first so that you can get that refrag, you can create that space, and you can put yourself in that clutch situation. But there's the right way to bait, and there's the wrong way to bait. So in today's video we're going to talk about how to properly bait your teammates in Valorant and actually get use out of those useless players. All right, let's get into it. All right, so first things first, we're going to talk about playing anti-flash. So a lot of the time when you're scaling up choke points, say for instance long B, and I'm going to use long B here because I have a video example of me doing this, but when you're scaling up these long choke points, sometimes you'll have players on the enemy team ready to use flashes at the entrance of these choke points in order to catch you off guard and get free kills on you guys while blind. So pro teams implement this protocol. It's called playing anti-flash. And what anti-flash is basically you have a person who's scaling up and pushing up to the choke point with their gun out, and then you have somebody in the back who is playing in a spot where it's impossible for them to get blind from, or you have somebody who's just walking up long with their face shoved into the wall. So if a flash comes out right here, this player will not be blind. They listen for the flash to go off, and then they instantly turn and get the kill on the player who is just wide swinging and not expecting anybody to be unblind. So anti-flash is a very good way to bait your teammates while actually getting some use out of it. So if there's a Skye playing here and she's listening for audio cues to whip a flash around the corner, then you're in the back waiting for the flash to go off, and then you're peeking out in order to hopefully save your teammate. You can play anti-flash for Omen flashes, and a common setup that Omens like to run is they'll flash down this lane from this corner. So in order to play anti-flash from that, you sort of just have to play deep. So you can do the same thing. You can play back here, hide. You hear the Omen flash go off, you swing out, you wait for them to peek, and then you get free kills on people who are trying to shoot your blind teammates. That is the first way in which you can bait your teammates and actually get impact out of it. So the second way to get impact out of baiting your teammates is to play off of their contact. So something that I love to do when I play Raze on Bind is I like to actually be the bait in this situation, and I will play in pocket here, and I will have my smoke character, usually Omen, but sometimes Astra. I'll have my smoke character throwing one ways at short here, and my Omen will just be playing, or my smoke character will just be playing from U-Haul. And in this situation, when I or the player playing in pocket takes contact from the people coming up short, I have my Omen. If it's the Omen, he'll flash. If it's the Astra, they'll pop their suck that they have on the ground here. But what they'll do is they'll flash short or suck, and then they will swing as well after I am already fighting in pocket and have the enemies turn to the right, clearing me. So they can't 90-degree turn and flick to my player who's swinging them from U-Haul. And it gives my U-Haul player a bunch of free kills, and it creates a really strong crossfire and bait and switch play. So that's another good way to bait your teammates. The third and final thing that I'm going to talk about and how to bait your teammates properly will be holding an angle for your teammates while they scale. This is very, very common with ops. This is how most T-side opping works. But you can also do this with a rifle, depending on the situation. But what I mean by holding an angle is, so you know your team is going to push short A. You as the opper, you can just sit here and post on U-Haul for that exact situation that I just talked about in the last clip, where somebody's playing off of somebody's contact, right? You're sitting here and you post for the Omen in that situation. You post for the guy who's going to swing off his teammate's contact. So while your teammates are coming up short and they're fighting pocket, you're back here posted with the op, ready for this player to swing from U-Haul. Or if you have a rifle, you can just sort of stutter step and just sit here and wait for this guy to swing. And then when your teammates have scaled up and taken this control of the area, right, that's when you scale up as well, and now you're posted on Heaven, and you're holding for the Heaven swing while your teammates fight back sight or whatever. So it's just changing which angle you're holding that you think somebody will swing off of a teammate's contact, or you think is an unexpected angle that your teammates won't be ready for. You need to pick up that angle and post on it and be ready in order to trade out your teammates or to save them from getting killed. We're going to talk about some, I have some video footage of examples of all these things that I've talked about, so I'm going to go over that now, and then we'll get out of here. So, hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. If you have, please drop a like. It really, really helps the channel. This seems like a great time to remind you guys that I stream every day from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, twitch.tv/Bumpa. Look at all this great content that you're missing out on. I'm gonna make a TikTok play.
No. If it's 10-2 on their side, we win.
Oh boy.
Out the charge.
Under 2. You sit by my line, but dash out. Nice.
One enemy remaining.
He was good, man.
What did I fucking say, chat? We're putting it on TikTok, baby. Alright, so first we're going to be talking about playing anti-flash, and like I showed you guys in that example, I do just that. So at the beginning of this clip, you can even hear me call, hey, this guy's going to flash long, I'm playing anti. So he's going to flash peek long, he's going to flash peek. So I read it and I expect it. So watch, I'm basically baiting my raise here. My raise is running up long, and I'm not going with her. But as you can hear, the bird goes off, my teammate's full blind, I swing out and get the free kill on the guy who's shooting my raise. So that is a literal picture-perfect example of how you should play anti-flash for your teammates. It's very, very important if you're scaling up a long choke point like this, that you have somebody playing anti ready for them to swing after a flash. You even saw my raise as well turn around and run up backwards up long because of my call saying that this guy was going to flash peek long. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of having both players playing anti, because if they decided to dry peek with no flash, my raise would have been running up backwards long and probably killed. It worked out in this situation, but in general, you want to have one person just being the sacrificial lamb, accepting like, yeah, I'm gonna get blind if they flash, but I just have to trust my teammate to get that kill. And then you have to have the other person who is quote-unquote playing the baiting role in the back, ready to pick up that frag on the swinging player. Next example we have is of a contact play like I talked about before, a little bait and switch type of setup. It's not exactly swinging off contact, but in this situation, I'm actually using myself as bait in order to set my teammate up for more frags. I'm going to play this off angle in heaven. I'm going to get 2 and drop to hell. And then when I'm in hell, I'm going to purposely position in a wide angle that gets me killed. But because I'm going to get killed in this spot, they're not going to clear the close, hard left turn angle that my Cypher is playing in, which gives him the free 2 kills and gives us the free round win.
The off
so,
angle.
Oh, fell down.
As you can see, they swing up heaven. They now know I'm here. They're going to hear me drop. Now they swing hell. And as you can see, I even calmed it to my Cypher. I'm baiting for him. My Cypher, you can't see it because of my gun, but my Cypher is literally sitting right here in this corner. So when they kill me in this wide angle in hell, there's no way they're going to expect a second person. So this guy's going to get a free 2 kills just by shooting 2 players in the back of the head.
I'm done.
I get traded instantly, my teammate stays tucked, and they swing out and they're not even clearing him. He gets free kills. Perfectly played bait and switch play. Couldn't draw it up any better than that. Last but not least, we're going to be talking about the holding angles for your teammates while they scale. Here I do it actually twice. I do it once where I hold for the B main peak while my teammates push into B main, and then next I'm going to hold for the default swing while my teammates scale out of the site. Now, I've said before, this is pretty much how you op on attack side for the most part during executes. But you can also do this with rifles, but you're probably going to want to scale up with your teammates a little bit closer than this if you're using a rifle. That way you can swing out after them and still keep good spacing during your execute. But here, I'm holding B main for my team. They're pushing into B main, they're scaling up. I'm still posted on the angle. I get full blind, and honestly, that guy's just unlucky that I hit a timing shot on him, but my teammates are able to clear that guy out. Now I'm posted on default. My first teammate dies to the Opper. I'm expecting a re-swing. He swings right into my crosshair. I get a free kill. And now the same thing again. I'm just posting for my teammate while he's planning. I'm just posting on angles for him. That right there wasn't really any sort of bait or like an example of the round, but you know, as you saw in the first 2 kills, I'm posted on common angles that I expect players to swing from while my teammates scale out of the site, which is quote-unquote baiting your teammate. But as we've talked about in this video, there are good ways to bait your teammates and there are bad ways to bait your teammates. The bad ways involve not setting yourself up for trades, sort of just letting your teammate run in and die and you not using either any utility to help him, you're not holding any common angles, you're just sort of watching him run out and die. But you always want to be thinking about how you can get that trade on your teammate, and you want to be thinking about situations in which you can bait your teammates to counter enemy players' utility. For example, the anti-flash setup, where you're letting your teammates scale, but you have this assumption that they're going to flash, so you play back, you play anti-flash, you don't get blinded, and you're able to get that guaranteed trade. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you can implement it into your gameplay. If you like videos like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. In the meantime though, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.